Level 1. The Bent Birch. You are 25 years old. Kiev, 945 AD. The messenger from the Drevlian stands before you. Smiling, he brings a proposal from Prince Malma, the man who ordered your husband, Prince Igor, to be tied to 2 bent birch trees. They released the trees and tore Igor's body in half. Now the Drevlians want you to marry Malma to hand over your kingdom. They think you are a weak widow, weeping in the dark, but you do not cry. You look at the messengers and nod, telling them they will receive great honor tomorrow as they leave. You order your guards to dig a deep trench in the middle of the palace courtyard. The ground is cold, but the pit is deep. Your heart, this is already turning to stone. Level 2. The Deep Trench. You are 25 years old. Kiev, 945 AD. The next morning, the Drevlian messengers return as you instructed. They demand to be carried through the city. Sitting inside their wooden carriage, they want to show their power. Your soldiers lift the carriage, carrying them on their shoulders. Laughing, the messengers smile, thinking they have conquered Kiev, but then the soldiers stopped. They stand at the edge of the palace courtyard, next to the massive trench. Before the messengers can speak, your men throw the carriage, and all the men, into the pit. You walk to the edge, looking down at them. You ask them if they like the honor you gave them. They scream, as your soldiers throw dirt, burying them alive. Level 3. The Burning Bathhouse. You are 25 years old. Kiev, 945 AD. Your first revenge is complete. But Mal does not know yet. You send a letter to him, asking for his most noble lords to accompany you to the wedding. Mal sends his finest warriors, his best advisors. When they arrive in Kiev, you welcome them with warm hospitality. You tell them they must wash and rest after their long journey. You invite them into your wooden bathhouse. The steam is hot, and they relax, putting down their weapons. But as soon as they are inside, your guards lock the heavy wooden doors. From the outside, they pile dry straw against the walls and set it on fire. The warriors scream in the smoke, but the fire consumes everything, leaving only ash. Level 4. The Funeral Feast. You are 25 years old. Cruelest, 945 AD. You send a final message to Prince Mal. You tell him you are coming to their capital to perform a traditional funeral feast at your husband's grave. You ask them to prepare a great banquet with honeyed mead. Prince Mal and the Drevlians accept, believing the war is over and the wedding is next. You arrive with a small escort looking sad, wearing a black veil. You weep at Igor's mound. Playing the grieving widow, the Drevlians begin to drink, celebrating their victory. You encourage them, pouring more sweet mead into their cups. They drink until their eyes are heavy, and their guards fall asleep on the grass. You look at your soldiers and nod. Level 5. The Blood Drink. You are 25 years old. Cruelest, 945 AD. The mead was sweet, but the sleep is eternal. As the 5,000 Drevlian warriors lie unconscious on the field, you give the silent signal. Your soldiers draw their swords. The slaughter begins. There is no battle, only execution. You stand on the burial mound, watching in silence. As your men slash through the sleeping army, the grass turns red, and the smell of blood fills the night. The Drevlians wake up screaming, but there is nowhere to run by dawn. 5,000 bodies lie cold, surrounding your husband's grave. You have paid the blood debt, but you are not finished. The capital of the Drevlians is still standing, and you are going to burn it. Level 6. The Siege of Ashdod. You are 26 years old. Cruelest, 946 AD. You return to the Drevlian territory, leading the entire army of Kiev. You surround their capital, the wooden fortress city of Cruelest. The walls are high, made of thick pine logs. The defenders fight with desperation, knowing what you did at the burial mound. For a whole year, your siege continues. You cut off their food, you block their water, but they refuse to surrender. They know you will show no mercy. Sviatoslav, your young son, sits beside you in the military camp. He is watching you rule. You realize that a long siege is wasting your resources. You need a trick, a way to open the wooden gates without losing your men. Level 7. The Avian Tribute. You are 26 years old. Cruelest, 946 AD. You send a messenger to the starving people inside the walls. You tell them you are tired of the war, and you will lift the siege. You do not ask for gold or fur. You ask for a small tribute, 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from each household. The defenders laugh in relief. They think you are foolish or exhausted. They quickly collect the birds from their birdhouses and send them out in cages. Your soldiers receive the birds, and you look at the cages with a cold smile. You have 300 pigeons and 300 sparrows. The Drevlians celebrate inside, thinking they have won their freedom with simple birds. But they do not know the sky is about to fall. Level 8. The Fire from the Sky. You are 26 years old. Iskreston 946 AD. Night falls, and the wind is blowing towards the city. You order your soldiers to prepare the tribute. They take small pieces of sulfur and oil, wrap them in cloth, and tie them to the feet of the birds. They set the cloths on fire, and release the birds into the dark sky. Terrified by the fire, the pigeons and sparrows fly straight back to their nests. Inside the wooden city, they land on the dry thatched roofs, under the wooden eaves and the straw barns. Within minutes, 100 fires erupt all at once. The wind spreads the flames, and the wooden fortress becomes a furnace. There is no water to stop it. Level 9, the smoking ruins. You are 26 years old. Iskreston 946 AD. The wooden capital is a mountain of fire. The people scream, running out of the burning gates to escape the heat. But your army is waiting. Your soldiers capture them all. You show no mercy. You order the execution of the Drevlian leaders. The rest are sold into slavery, or forced to pay a heavy tax to Kiev. You stand before the smoking ash of Iskreston, holding your young son's hand. The Drevlians who tore your husband apart are gone. The kingdom of Kiev safe. You have shown the world that a widow can protect her throne. Your name is written in blood across the lands of the Rus. Level 10, the Holy Waters. You are 40 years old. Constantinople 957 AD. You have ruled Kiev with an iron hand, but now you seek a different power. You travel to the heart of the Byzantine Empire in the Hagia Sophia. You stand before the Emperor Constantine. You step into the holy waters and convert to Christianity. The Emperor is amazed by your beauty and your sharp mind. He asks to marry you, to unite your kingdoms, but you are too clever. You ask him to be your godfather. At the baptism first, he agrees. Once the ritual is complete, you smile and remind him that according to Christian law, a godfather cannot marry his goddaughter. The Emperor laughs, realizing you have defeated him. With his own church, you return to Kiev, bringing the new faith. Level 11, the Saintly Legacy. You are 64 years old. Kiev, 969 AD. It is your final day. The room is quiet, lit by a single candle. You close your eyes, and your soul is at peace. You are buried according to Christian rites. The first ruler of the Rus to die in Christ. Decades later, your grandson Vladimir will officially convert the entire nation based on your legacy. The bloody mother who burned a city with birds is now called Saint Olga, the equal to the apostles. It began with a widow watching her husband torn apart by birch trees. It ended here with a holy cross and a nation reborn. You are no longer the monster of Iskreston, and now you are history.